Hello everyone, Circuit Lord here, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different, even though that's what I said in the last video. Today, I'm going to be showing you how I make my videos. Now, a lot of you have been wondering how I make my videos. So, like in the Koth trailer, all of those people that were in the trailer were actually me. I used a special mod to play them all back at the same time, but all those people were me. So, you're like, how did you do that? So today I'm going to be showing you how to do that for yourself. And we're going to be making a little montage that'll look really cool, hopefully. And also, you probably noticed that I'm using super high definition shaders. That's because I got a gaming computer. And yeah, so now I can play in shaders and make it look cool. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is get your little set, I guess. I'm going to use this little cave trap thingy. That was a really bad joke, I'm sorry. Yeah, you want to get a set, and in this case I'm using my tunnel, and okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to download, actually I already did, but I'm going to download the mod in the description, so I'm going to go down to the description of my video, and I'm going to download that mod and throw it in my mod folder. Okay, that's done. So now I'm going to load up my world with that mod. So that's done too. So now once I have the Keygrip mod and its iChun util mod, I'm going to press F12, and that'll pop up with this little timeline box thingy. And what I want to do is in the top left, I want to click this little plus symbol, and I want to name whatever my new thing's going to be called. So in this case, I'm just going to call it Herobrine Tutorial YouTube. Perfect. So now I'm going to click this other plus button in the bottom left and name it. So this is like the name of one of the players. It's not going to be the name of the player, it's just the name of the action that stands for him. So this is going to be Herobrine. This is going to be Herobrine Action, and he's going to be a player, and I want to download Herobrine skin. Perfect. Alright, so now you can see that Herobrine Action is right here. So it doesn't do anything right now, but what we can do is, actually I'll be right back, I forgot one of the key binds. Okay, so I found the key bind, and then after you pressed F12 and added that action, you can close that, and then you get ready to do whatever this other player is going to be doing. So in this case, I'm going to be recording Herobrine and what Herobrine is going to be doing in this action. So when I'm Herobrine, I want to just be like standing here, stalking whoever's in here. So I'm going to make myself a little stalking hole. It sounds kind of weird. So I'm just going to make a little hole right here. Probably should have made this before I started the video, but it's too late for that. Perfect. So now I'm going to press F10, and that'll start recording what Herobrine is going to be doing in this video. So I'm just going to like pretend to be really creepy, and I'm going to pop down, and I'm going to stare at our player. And this is one of the hard things about the mod. You can't see everyone at once, so it's kind of hard to line things up. So okay, so that's Herobrine done for this one, so you hit F10 to end it. Okay, so now the next one will be a little bit easier. So what you're going to do is, now we're going to do the main character, and for this video, who should I do? I'm going to do someone different than me, because I always do me. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a new action, and let's, oh wait, no, not a new scene. I don't want to do that. Make a new action, and we're going to call it the hero action. And the player name is going to be Kalman98. So we're going to click OK. So now, actually, if you're curious, so I can actually play back what I just made with Herobrine. So if we press I think it's F11. Okay, sorry guys, I'm back. I accidentally forgot to restart my recording software. Alright, so now we can watch what we have made with Herobrine. So if we press F9, yes, I got it. F9, then we can see that Herobrine is up here being all creepy, and then he's going to jump down. Come on. There. He jumps down, and he's gonna be stalking Calman 98. So he's gonna be Calman 98's gonna be like walking down there. So that's Herobrine for you. So I'm gonna get rid of him. So now we're gonna go back outside and record what Calman 98 is going to do. So we're gonna open F12 and make sure that this bar is at 0, or else bad things will happen. You don't really need to mess with that unless you're doing some complicated stuff with the mod. Okay, so now press F9 and F10 at the same time to record. So basically what it does is F10 starts Calman 98's recording, and F9 starts the playback of Herobrine. So if you don't understand what I said, then I'll just show you. So I'm going to press F9 and F10, and that actually is not right. Oops, let me stop that. Wait, what did I do wrong? Oops, that's what I did wrong. So I'm going to press F10, and actually I'll be right back in a second. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay guys, I'm back again. I just had to fix something real quick. So now we're going to be recording what Calman 98 is doing. So we're going to put on our armor, because Calman 98 is going to wear armor. And we're going to start right here. And we're going to press F9 and F10 at the same time. Do that. So 3, 2, 1, go. So now Calman 98's, oops, he's going to open the door. He's going to walk in. He's going to look around. He's going to miss Herobrine. Then he's going to put in the correct combination. Okay. So he's going to look down the hallway, and he's going to start walking down. Look up here. He's going to look down here, and then he's going to come over here, look down there. Then he's going to walk around this corner and see the nether portal. He's going to look to the right, look to the left. Then he's going to walk in and not walk in, because we don't want him to do that. Okay, so now we can play back what we just made. So let's fly to the start and reset the levers and press F9. So you can see Calman 98 and Herobrine are hanging out. So Calman 98 is going to walk in. And one bad thing about this mod is that the characters can't interact with levers. So it's not going to look natural, but that's okay. So I'll show you how to fix things like this later. So Herobrine is going to stalk him for a while. Then Calman 98 is going to walk down there. Let's just go right through. So like I said, this is a single player world, and these are all the same person. They're all me. It's just me being played back with different skins. So Calman's going to come right here. He's going to look in, look to the right, look to the left, and then start to walk in. And then he's not going to walk in. Okay. So now let's move on to I don't know, part something. So let's close that up and go outside. So now that we have our two characters, I think that should be enough. What we want to do is we want to make it look natural when Calman 98 goes through the door. Because right now he's just walking through the stone, which looks really creepy. He's some sort of magical wizard. So what we want to do is we want to make the redstone trigger when I want it to. So I'm gonna put a bunch of repeaters right here. Okay, guys, I just realized that I'm really stupid. We actually don't need any of this. And yeah, I'm sorry I made you watch that, but we actually don't need that, because I realized that since we only have one thing that we need to trigger, we can actually just do it by hand. So basically, we're going to. This is what it's gonna look like in the final video. I'm not gonna do it right now, the final video part, but this is what it's going to look like. So he's going to walk in, and this would be triggered. So then once he gets the right code, I'm going to pull the lever. So let's wait for him to get the right code. So you got the right code, so then the lever looks pulled, and it looks realistic. So that's what we're going to do in the final edit of the video, but that's not going to be right now. And I think we're pretty much almost done. So let's go to the last part. I think the last part. It might not be. Okay guys, I think we're pretty much ready to finish off the last part of the video. So what we want to do is we want to make ourselves invisible, so just drink an invisibility potion or use commands, however you want to do it. And yeah, so then you want to download the replay mod in the description of this video. Just put it in your mods folder and start that thing. So yeah, so then make sure your set is ready, and make sure you're using the replay mod. You can hit options, replay mod settings, and make sure that record single player is on, and yeah, make sure you do that. So then what you want to do is you want to press M, and basically what M does is it puts a marker in the replay mod so that you can find when the start of the recording is going to be. So we need to get our little switch thing to get ready to open the door for Kalman. So I'm going to start it by pressing F9. Oh yeah, and what you want to do also is you want to make sure that before you exit your world, make sure you save it. Please save it. Just hit save all, and then hit name it whatever you want and hit OK. Make sure you do that, because if you do not do that, all of your data will be lost, and that is a bad thing most of the time, I think. Okay, so all you want to do is press M to add an event marker. See, it says right there, and then press F9 to start the video. Or not the video, the playback. So now it's going to start playing back. So we need to get ready to open the door for Kalman. So I'm just going to wait until he gets close to the door. And then I'm going to open it for him. See? Okay, so I'm going to open the door now. I hope that was opening the door. That would have been really weird if it was closing. So now you can see I actually added an extra Herobrine right here just to make it look cool. So he's going to go down that tunnel and come back. And then he's going to pretend to go in the mirror portal. Oh, yes, now we're done. Oh, wait, not yet. He's almost there. Okay, now I think we're done. Alright, so all I want to do is, actually, I want to get rid of it. So I just want to press M, and that'll symbolize that it has ended. Then I'm going to exit the world, hit save and quit tile, and see it'll save the replay. Okay, so now we're in the replay. You just go to, you go to the replay viewer section, and then you just choose the replay. It should be the one on the top. So now you can see here I am, and if you've never used the replay mod before, don't worry about it, I'll teach you how to do it now. So basically how the replay mod is surprisingly enough, it's a replay of whatever happened in your world. So you can see if I hit the play button, it'll start playing back whatever happened in the world. So you can see I can go to different times in the replay. So I can go to 38 seconds, and this is what I was doing at 38 seconds. So I gave myself invisibility. So now what we do is we want to go to our first handy event marker, so which happens to be right there. So then I want to wait until so I'm just gonna pause it, and you can see that Kalman 98 is right there, and Herobrine is right there, and whoa, lag spike, and wow, that's not the right skin, but too bad. And oh, that's not the right skin either. Here, let me just try reloading the replay real quick. Okay guys, I reloaded the replay, and as you can see the skins are here now. So now we can start. So like I said, go to the first red marker on the replay timeline up here. So which happens to be that red dot that we hopefully put in earlier. So go to that, and then what you're gonna do is, see, right now I'm a camera and you can't see me, but I'm an invisible camera kind of, and I'm gonna make a camera path, and the program is going to follow it automatically for me. So I want to make a camera path. So what I'm gonna do is I want it's kind of like using Monomator. So I want I can't think of what to say. At 0 seconds, I want it to look like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit add position keyframe and add time keyframe. So I'm going to click those. So now you can see there's like a little camera there. Show us what it's going to look like. And then, so then I want to, whoa, that was a really weird lag spike. Turn my render distance down. There. So then I'm going to play it, and you can see it'll start playing. And I'm going to pause it right there. So then, this is a really cool feature. I'm going to press V, and it's going to sync this timeline down below with this timeline. So now you can see this is what so now I get to choose what it's going to look like at 6 seconds. So at 6 seconds, I want it to look like let's see. I'm it to look like this. And the controls are exactly the same for spectator mode. So at frame 6, or not at frame 6, at 6 seconds, I want it to look like this. So I'm going to press these buttons to add the time keyframe and the motion keyframe. So now you can see our camera path is right there. So now we can hit this play camera path, and it'll give us an example of what it's going to look like. So you can see that looks pretty good. So now, that's actually just like how I make my videos. That would be like one little part that I would use. So I'm going to save that by pressing X and hit save current path, and that'll save that so I can render it later. So now we're going to get rid of that because we don't need it. Okay, so now I want to give a shot of, why am I getting such lag spikes? That's weird. So now I'm going to give a shot of Herobrine because he's creepy. Man, can't seem to fly. Let's turn that down a little bit more. So we're going to give a shot of Herobrine, and let's slow down a little bit. Perfect. Let's fly up, down a little bit. Okay, so at this point in the replay, I want the camera path to look like that. So then we're going to let it play for a little bit. Play. Let's let that play. And pause. So then we're going to press V to sync it, and we're going to make the camera path, and at frame whatever this is, at frame 8 we want it to look like this. So I'm going to make it look like that. So now we can hit play camera path and see what that looks like. So you can see the camera is going to come down there, and Herobrine is going to be stalking Calma 98. Okay, so now we're going to make that a little bit longer. So you see the door opens because I opened it while I was invisible over there. You remember that? So now at like 13 seconds, or 12, my bad, we want it to look like this. So let's play that. And by the way, there's not going to be any lag spikes at all when you're rendering it with the replay mod. It's going to be completely non-laggy at all. Trust me. I'll explain why later. So that looks pretty good. So now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to save this current path, and we should probably give it a name. I'm just going to name it 2 because it's part 2. So then we can get rid of these by pressing C and clicking yes. So none of those are gone. So now we want to record Calma 98 walking down the hallway. I'm just going to do a classic backwards movement. So I want it to look like that at 0 seconds. So we're going to let that play for a little while. So I'm going to pause it now. So I'm going to press V to sync it. So that means at 6 seconds. Whoa, I did not want to take possession. And that's another cool thing. If you right click on someone, you can pretend to be them. So at 6 seconds, I want it to look something like this. So I'm going to add a position keyframe and a time keyframe. So then I'm going to let it play a little bit more. Stop and sync it, pressing V, and we're going to give it a little bit of curve. So the camera's going to go over here like that. So let's play that and see what it looks like. And like I said, there's not going to be any lag spikes when you're rendering it. And let's have the camera move back a little bit more. So I'm going to play that and stop it. Press B to sync it and have the camera be right here. Okay, so now let's do the same thing. We're going to save this current path. And you get the idea. Name it 3 and close that. So now
I feel the spectrum of your radiance around me, like a telegraph tapping out 100 lines of your glory. You're free, your frequency
Okay guys, so that's pretty much everything you need to know. The only thing I didn't show was the rendering of the video. You need to install FFmpeg to stitch the photos together and do a video. But yeah, so yeah, once you render them, you can use whatever video editor you want to put the videos together, add some music to make it sound creepy, and you're good to go. So thanks for watching, and if you watched to the end, then congratulations, you're a winner, and bye.